that you have in your work. You may be a department head, you may be a manager, you may be a technician in a particular engineering department, you may be a member of an executive committee, you may be a CEO, but you also want to think about your social roles, your community roles. Notice that's the second activity. Then you'll notice you set up your goals around each of those roles. Quadrant 2. Quadrant 2. When you set up your roles and goals, you're identifying Quadrant 2. Then you organize weekly. Why weekly? Why not daily? If you're into daily, what quadrant are you in? By definition, you're into Quadrant 1. Because if you organize on a daily basis, you're dealing with the urgencies. The smallest unit of planning would be a week. And then you have to adapt on a daily basis, even on an hourly basis. On what basis do you adapt? On the basis of integrity. If you have educated your conscience into principles, you will have the inward sense. You'll adapt instantly. Your scheduling is very soft. You're very hard on being principle-centered, but your scheduling is soft. And people know it, and they respect it. And they will respect your time. You exercise integrity in the moment of choice, and then you evaluate. You stand back, reflect. How's it going? Roles, goals, execute around them. I go through the 6 steps. Connect to the mission, review roles, select goals, organize on a weekly basis, use integrity in the moment of choice, evaluate. Organize the whole week within the context of a longer-term plan, within the context of the mission. This is essentially the whole week. I can relax now because I know when I'm going to have my private date with my daughter, Jenny, this week. I know when I'm going to exercise. I know when I'm going to have an opportunity to go with my wife on this little Honda trail cycle that we go on almost every day of our life that I'm home, because I've scheduled it. If something more important comes up, that's fine, but I try to put the big rocks in first. I put the mission statement at the top, and I just put the different roles. Then your life is balanced. See, most time management approaches teach prioritization. That's good. But what about balance? You don't want to prioritize yourself up a ladder of success leaning against the wrong wall. And you don't want to focus on schedules. It's on relationships. So all the roles involve relationships. And it's very personal. First role, relationship to deity is my first and highest priority. Second, family. Third, neighbor in the large sense. I want to contribute in significant ways where there is nothing in it except that kind of service. And I'm sure many of you do. So any church work, any community service, citizenship work, and good causes would be under neighbor. Then chairman of a company, so I'm interested in preparing for our board of directors meeting. So I set down the goal of what kind of preparation so that we can make sure that material is sent out in time for people to prepare. Then I have writer, and then as a role as a friend. The point is, you organize around every role that you have, and you look on them as stewardships. doing is looking at how the private victory helps to produce the public victories, that is, in our relationship with others. And this is where habits 4, 5, and 6 are involved. Habit 4, as you know, is to think win-win. Habit 5, to seek first to understand, then to be understood. And habit 6 is to synergize. So, do you want to come up and help me a minute? Look strong and healthy. You also have a very good-looking head. Ron, have never lost an arm wrestle. And I don't intend to now. You're either going to be down there, or I'm going to be down there. Okay? Now, see this triumvirate right there? They're going to fund this exercise. So that if he puts me down here, he gets the dime. Okay? Can the three of you have pockets that deep? You stand over here a little more. And if I put you down here, that means you give me the dime. Fair enough? You can draw on all of those behind you. All right, now brace yourself, Ron. Put your elbows close together. Okay. Now, you keep track. You tell us when to start, all right? What's your name? Colleen. You tell us when to start. Give us 50.